Whenever she feels like weeping, Bessie turns to her father. Even when he comes home worn out from painting a house or fixing cabinetry, everyone calls Louis Myerson the best handyman around, a real craftsman. He always makes time for her, and she feels like his favorite. When she wants to escape her own reality, she asks about his childhood in Russia. He tells her about the local gangs who would get drunk and attack Jewish boys like him. Of his many stories, the one he recounts most often is about when he was a small child and another pogrom had swept through his village. Hiding under the floorboards, he says he could hear boots pound, dishes crash, his mother screaming, and the baby cousin buried beside him gasping for air. By the time the Cossacks left, little Louis Myerson had nearly suffocated, and his cousin was dead. Bessie holds back tears every time Papa shares this horror of his past. But he always adds that when he arrived in New York at the age of 18, he saw that Americans were different, less filled with hate. Bessie would ask how her parents met, and her father would always say that he fell in love with her mother the first time he saw her toiling without complaint in a Lower East Side shirt factory. He'd describe a woman Bessie didn't know, a woman filled with laughter, who loved to flirt and dance, a vivacious, pretty, and affectionate woman. Emigrating with her own father from Odessa, Russia when she was only 10, Bella received very little formal education, which explains why she can only read English and Yiddish with difficulty. Bessie figures her mother's obsessive focus on education must stem from this limitation. Her parents married in 1915, when Bella was 23 and Louis was 26. Like many working-class Jews, they left their inner-city New York neighborhood just before the Depression hit. Her father says they were drawn to the trees, parks, and fresh air of the Bronx. They thought the multi-building complex known as the Shalom Aleichem Cooperative Houses would be perfect for raising their family. He liked the uniformity, with identical 4-story walk-ups surrounding a central courtyard with gardens. Her parents prefer the security of living among mostly Eastern European Jews, people like them. Papa says it reminds them of the close-knit shtetls where they were raised. Bessie knows from all the stories Papa has told her that Jews weren't accepted in many places. He says they found signs and flyers in many neighborhoods dictating, "No Catholics, no Jews, no dogs."